I'm Miriam Joy and welcome to my studio. Today we're working on our shaving cream fireworks. This is great to do with the kids. It's really simple and inexpensive. Whip up a batch. You gotta let it dry for a couple days, but you'll have so much fun. There's so many things you can do to add your own touch to it. Come on, let's get started. These are really easy to make and they're great to have the kids help you with. I did want to kind of point out on these, I left them white and I spray painted them on the edges and I put glitter in the middle. And if their back part starts to wiggle, you also can put some different sticks to hold that support, but I've had mine a couple weeks and have been a little bit hard on them. So we're going to use skewers, barbecue skewers, and you can usually get a big bag of these. I paid 88 cents for mine at Walmart. Your dollar store carries a lot of those as well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to be using shaving cream and just regular Elmer's glue, school glue, it does not matter. I went and I picked mine up at the Dollar Tree, so it's inexpensive. Nothing fancy, none of the gel, just a real simple, the cheapest kind you can get. We want to mix it half and half, which is kind of hard because you've got your foam versus your glue. So to kind of eyeball it, because you've got one that's more solid and one that's really not that solid. And if you don't get it right, it does not matter. So I'm going to think about right about there looks good to me. And mixing them together can be a little bit different as well. And while I'm mixing it together, I'm going to go ahead and color mine as I am working. I'm going to use Christmas red food coloring. Again, you could spray paint them after they're dry. It does not matter. That's up to you. Red is always a harder color to do with the dye or the food coloring. And I'm going to use a spatula and my stick and however you find to mix it. I think it was harder for me to mix it in a bowl than it was on a plate, because here I can kind of squish it, flatten it, that kind of stuff. But you may have a better way of doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this in, and then I'm going to put some more color in it. Alright, once we've got that all mixed up, and we're going to go ahead and put this into our frosting bag. Now that we've got that in, and hopefully you'll do a little bit better getting that further down than I did, we're going to be using a Wilton number 12, and that's a circle, but it's bigger. Don't do any smaller than that because it's going to be so small you won't have any support for your firework. And just put that tip on. We're also going to use a little bit of Pam on either your freezer paper or your wax paper. That just gives it that extra little lift. You don't need too much on it. Just makes it easier to pull off later. So I've got my stick down, and the first one I want to kind of do on my stick so I kind of get some support. And you can decide how far out you want these. That is going to be totally up to you. You could draw a circle on them on the paper, so if you have little ones, they know how far to fill it in. That's just going to be totally up to you on how far, how wide, how long. whatever you want to do. Now this is going to take a couple of days to dry unless it is really warm. If it's really warm and you put it in the sun, it may dry faster than that. So think about that, an area where you can set it and leave it for a while without it being disturbed. But once you've got the bag and the color already, if you want to give it to the little ones and kind of let them do their own thing, just remember to build it so that you have enough support when they're dry. Okay, I'm going to fill my center in here. You can do that however you decide you want to do that. Just give it a little bit there instead. Now there's so many things we can do to this. We already got our color in this one, so we're not going to color it anymore. But I want to add some fun. Everything's better with glitter. Everything is better with glitter. So we're going to do glitter. I've got some micro balls. You could do some glitter tinsel, you name it, you can do it. Just have fun with it. That's what it's all about, is just having fun. You can do a red, white, and blue, have different colors. If you want the variegated out on the end, that is so much easier with the spray paint. Walmart has the red and blue at lesser prices, so that's also a good thing to know. But don't leave these too long before you start to put the glitter on them. It's the micro balls, that fun on the inside. So there's just so much we could do. And I might even take this outside after it's dry a couple days and spray paint the edge red even to make it pop that much more. So just use your own, whatever you want to do on it. If you do use the glitter, another good thing to do is to spray varnish it with just a Krylon or Rust-Oleum spray varnish. As long as it's non-yellowing, that doesn't really matter what kind you use, and that'll help the glitter even stay that much more. But that is so fast and so simple. Once this is dry, we're going to go ahead and take it off and just kind of lightly start to peel all the way around. If you get one side done, then you can kind of pull the other side, but you don't want to bend these. You want to make sure that they're dry underneath. The guy doesn't want to come off here. And gently start to pull the rest of it. Isn't this blue beautiful? I really like the blue color, food coloring. Okay, I think that one is just awesome. We've got our glitter, our micro balls in the middle, and some glitter on the outside, and I even didn't stir it all the way, so I have the bright blue in areas. And then I had some left over, and I really like this. I did a USA one and then kind of just a squiggle one, and I think that will look really good with our fireworks as well. And I want to show you how our red turned out. And I sprayed the outside, since I didn't get it as red as I wanted it, with the spray paint. I kind of got into this guy and messed him up a little bit. That's the reason he's not smooth. But didn't those turn out great? To display our fireworks, Dollar Tree had a bunch of bottles this year, and we put some sand in the bottom, which they also carry sometimes. And I'm just going to take a star garland, and I cut it in just some different lengths, and I am just going to wrap it around the neck of the bottle and twist it. And then I'm going to take a pencil and just twist up the ends. So we're just wrapping these around the pencil, and that's all I'm going to do. And if you wanted to put like a little star or something else in there, you can. But see how festive that really helps make that? That really just helps set that off. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a wonderful time and learned a lot. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTubes, and share them so we can continue to grow. Thank you. God bless.